So welcome, Pastor Mine, a very good evening to you.
Manx Radio's coverage of the Manx Music Festival is brought to you by SpectrumWindows.im.
Now, we had 2 places still to be allocated in the competition for the Sheffield Plate. This is the award for the most promising young voice in the festival, really the kind of equivalent of the Cleveland Medal Test. And we already knew that Joshua Mooney, Anna Tamarova, Zach Colligan, Kendra Metcalf, Daisy Quinn, Gwen Thornton, Erin Loach and Lois Mooney would be competing for the Sheffield Plate. 2 places were still to be allocated with the solo voice classes this morning. And they took place first thing this morning, and it brought at the last 2 competitors for the Sheffield Plate, Nathan Jones and Evan Darroch. And they all sang again tonight on the stage in the Royal Hall. And the winner of this year's Sheffield Plate is Evan Darroch. And here he is to sing A Smuggler's Song, and he's accompanied by Frank Woolley.
If you wake at midnight and hear the horse's feet, don't go drawing back the blind or looking in the street. Then the task, no questions, isn't told a lie. Watch the war, my darling, while the gentlemen go by. 25 ponies trotting through the dark, brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk, laces for a lady, letters for a spy. And watch the war, my darling, while the gentlemen go by. Running round the woodlump, if you chance to find little barrels rigged and tarred or full of brandy wine, don't you shout to come and look, nor take 'em for your pay. Put the brushwood back again and they'll be gone next day. 25 ponies trotting through the dark, brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk, laces for a lady, letters for a spy. And watch the war, my darling, while the gentlemen go by. If you do as you've been told, likely there's a chance you'll be given a dainty doll all the way from France, with a cap of Valenciennes and a velvet hood, a present from the gentlemen alone will be good. 25 ponies trotting through the dark, brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk, then the task, no questions, isn't told a lie. So watch the war, my darling, while the gentlemen go by, while the gentlemen go by.
And that was the voice of Evan Darroch. And he earned his place in the Sheffield Plate Test by winning the boys' treble solo class this morning for school years 7 to 9. That's age range 12 to 14. And on Sunday night, on Sundown, when Sundown goes back to the Guild for the very last time, I will play for you all the songs, all the young people who sang for the Sheffield Plate. I'll play them all through so you can hear, because as the adjudicator said tonight, they were all wonderful performances, young singers claiming that stage in the Royal Hall for themselves and filling the hall with wonderful music. So it's well worth us listening to them all singing again. But congratulations to Evan Darroch, who is the holder of the Sheffield Plate for 2018. He's a pupil of Gareth Moore, and I was talking to Gareth just after the announcement was made, and Gareth said, I could not be more proud. He said he's an excellent student, works hard at his music, loves what he does. He said he's absolute delight to teach. So we wish Evan every success. He'll be going away to do a little bit of studying in the summer holidays in America. You've perhaps seen that in the newspapers. We were talking about it here on the news. He's got an opportunity to sing in Carnegie Hall, and I think that those few weeks that he'll be spending in America, he will certainly absorb every possible benefit from that. We'll hear all, as I say, everyone who has contested the Sheffield Plate. We'll listen to them all singing for us from 9 o'clock on Sunday night, when Sundown goes to the Guild and brings you highlights from the festival's finest concert that's going to take place tomorrow night, and one or two other performances that I've stored up especially for you. But most importantly, try and get to the concert tomorrow night if you can. Now, I had to leave the Royal Hall just as the Cleveland Medal Test was starting. How tantalising is that? I think it's unlikely that we'll have a result before I go off air. But if we do, my engineer Tim Price, who is there with his headphones on, watching everything, recording everything, noting everything down, he will message us the information. But as I say, I think possibly for the test to be over in an hour is a bit unlikely. But we've got lots of music to share, and we're going to go back to the Royal Hall last night, where wonderful night's entertainment, some fantastic performances, and I'm going to play for you the class-winning performance by Matt Creer. In the songs from the musicals, Matt took first place, when in actual fact there were two singers who had 90 marks, Matt Creer and Simon Fletcher. And Matt Creer was awarded the first prize, and Simon got the prize for the most entertaining performance. And we're going to hear both of the songs in the course of the programme. Firstly, Matt Creer, he chose to sing a great song from Jesus Christ Superstar. This is Gethsemane. His accompanist is Gareth Moore. This is Matt Creer.
Take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison. Feel it burn me. I have changed. I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years. Seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? But if I die, see the saga through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I'd wanna know, my God. I'd wanna know, my God. Wanna see, my God. Wanna see, my God. Why I should die. Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Or would the things I've said and done matter anymore? I'd have to know, my Lord. Have to know, I'd have to know, my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see, my Lord. Have to see, I'd have to see, my Lord. If I die, what will be my reward? If I die, what will be my reward? Have to know, my Lord. Have to know, my Lord. Why should I die? Why should I die? Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little little of your omnipresent brain. Show me there's a reason for you wanting me to die. You're far too keen on where and how, and not so hot on why. All right, I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. See how I die. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all, I've tried for 3 years. Seems like 90. Why then am I scared to finish what I started? What you started? I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison, nail me to your cross and break me, bleed me, beat me, kill me, take me now, before I change my mind now, before I change my mind.
And as you can hear, that performance of Gethsemane from Jesus Christ Superstar by Matt Creer absolutely brought the Royal Hall almost to its feet. His accompanist was Gareth Moore. And for that, Matt was awarded 90 marks and a class win. But 90 marks also went to Simon Fletcher for the most entertaining performance, which is the parallel award given within the same class for songs from the musicals. And we will hear from Simon just a little bit later in the programme. But what I want to play for you now is, this has got to rank with one of my very, very favourite performances in the whole of this year's Guild. And it came towards the end of last night's competitions in the class for Music Hall and Comic Song. Again, the accompanist is Gareth Moore, and this time we're going to hear from the class winner, Marilyn Cannell. I'll say nothing more except listen and enjoy. Marilyn Cannell, accompanied by Gareth Moore.
You know, Gareth, I am a thwarted musician.
I don't know what you mean, Marilyn.
Well, it's all in the song, so I think we'd better get going. Thank you. Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming once more. But I'm not delighted or even excited. My hopes have been blighted before. So full of elation, with joy in my heart, to join in the revels I rushed. And then I just waited a chance to depart, forgotten, neglected, and crushed. might have said, play us a tune we can sing, but somehow I don't think they noticed the thing. When I took my harp to a party, nobody asked me to play, so I took the darn thing away. They asked Mrs. Morgan to play her mouth organ. Somebody else did a dance. They let Mrs. Carter perform a sonata, but I wasn't given the chance. Some North Country person called Sandy McPherson played the bagpipes and took off his coat. Then both the Miss Fawcett's burst out of their corsets when trying to hit the top note. For I took my harp to a party, but nobody asked me to play. The others were jolly and hearty, I wasn't feeling so gay. They might have said, play us a tune we can sing, but somehow I don't think they noticed the thing. How could they miss a harp? I took my harp to a party, but nobody asked me to play, so I took the darn thing away. Home, sweet home, and the banks of Loch Lomond, all the king's horses and trees. Then nephews and nieces were playing their pieces, spreading the jam on the keys. A daughter called Lena played some concertina, and we all played ridiculous games, till old Mr. Dyer set his whiskers on fire, and the fire engine played on the flames. Oh, it was all go, I tell you. For I took my harp to a party, but nobody asked me to play. The others were jolly and hearty, I wasn't feeling so gay. I felt so ashamed at not striking a note that I tried to shove the thing under my coat. I took my harp to a party, nobody asked me to play, so I took the damn thing away.
Isn't she just tremendous? I have to say, we were all so sad when Marilyn said that she was retiring as an official accompanist for the Guild, something that she'd done for, I think about 25 years. She announced her retirement last year, and we all thought, the Guild without Marilyn? Unthinkable. But she's come back as a most wonderful competitor, and we hope that she's just going to bring something as special as that every year. Of course, that was a big hit for Gracie Fields back in the 1940s, and I think listening to Marilyn, while she's made the song her own, she has just got that little touch of that little quality that Gracie Fields had in her voice. I took my harp to a party, and ably assisted on the piano by Gareth Moore. There was also something else that happened in that class that was very much in the spirit of the Guild. And it actually has a time limit on it. It's an own choice class with a time limit of 5 minutes. And Ruth Tickle also entered the class with a very, very funny song that I'm hoping I've got time to play for you. But it just escaped her notice that there was a 5-minute time limit, and her song is longer. It's about a minute or so long, about a minute and a half longer. And so she said, I'm just going to sing it anyway. She knew she'd be penalised, but she wasn't going in the class to make sure that she won. She was going in the class for the joy of taking part and singing a song that she was looking forward to singing, that's very funny, and it's got a great piano accompaniment that she knew Gareth would enjoy playing. And she knew she'd be penalised because she'd overlooked that little rule, but she went ahead and just enjoyed presenting the song, and you'll enjoy listening to it when I play it for you in a little while. But we're next going to have a look at the popular song for 1980 to the present. Again, a free choice, but the rules for this one is that it's an own choice, but the song must have been written between 1980 and the present day. Written for immediate appeal, but it's become part of the long-term repertoire of popular music and jazz. And you've got to exclude any songs that have been specified in other classes, and just one accompanying instrument. Amy Shanahan is the class winner, and she chose a Beverly Craven song for which she was awarded 87 marks, and I think it suits her absolutely perfectly. Again, the accompanist is Gareth Moore. He worked very, very hard in the Royal Hall last night, but told me afterwards he enjoyed every minute of it. So let's listen now to the winner of the popular song class, Amy Shanahan, and Promise Me by Beverly Craven.
Manx Radio's coverage of the Manx Music Festival is brought to you by SpectrumWindows.im.
You light up another cigarette and I pull the
Amy Shanahan, accompanied by Gareth Moore, winner of the popular song class there with Beverly Craven's big hit, Promise Me. That was a beautiful version. Well done. Congratulations to Amy Shanahan. Right, well, we will go back to those classes, but I've got some lovely choir music for you now. And Katie Lawrence from Ballacottia staggered out of the Villa Marina this afternoon with an armful of silverware because she brought along her school choir and they swept the board. We had, this afternoon in the Royal Hall, we had the mixed choirs for school years 3 to 6, followed by the Gaelic choirs for up to school year 13. Very, very well supported classes. We had 10 schools taking part in the mixed choirs class and 5 in the Gaelic choir class, and it was just like a huge concert. Such variety of music. Everybody, the children worked so hard, and their teachers and accompanists. You know, it was great team effort and just a really, really enjoyable afternoon. But like I say, it was Katie Lawrence and Ballacottia School Choir who swept the board. They started off by winning the mixed choirs class, and it's just a free choice of 2 contrasting pieces of the choir's own choice, with a time limit of 8 minutes. And this was the first piece from class-winning Ballacottia School Choir. Balakotia School Choir, and oh yeah, which is Spanish for hey, or listen, but it's more intense than that. Listen up, listen to me. And that is exactly what we're going to continue to do, because their contrasting piece is this by Bob Chilcott. Balakotia School Choir. Balakotia School Choir, class-winning performance there of Bob Chilcott, Can You Hear Me? And if you can hear little voices that aren't part of the choir in the background, it's because the Royal Hall was absolutely full of parents, granddads, aunties, uncles and little baby brothers and sisters. There was a great audience for this class, and quite right too, lots of support. So thank you and well done to Balakotia School Choir. They also won the Gaelic Choir class and hope that I'm going to be able to squeeze in the 2 pieces of music from that class for you as well before we get to the magic hour of 10 o'clock. Let's catch up with a few results now, and I've got a lovely duet to play for you next. I mentioned that it was all a bit of a whirlwind for Sheffield Plate winner, what he turned out to be, Evan Darroch, because he just qualified for the competition in the boys' treble solo class this morning in the Royal Hall, and it was a question of singing this morning and then coming back to sing in the final tonight. But it was also the same for the winner of the boys' solo for years 10 to 13, and that was won by Nathan Jones. Evan won his class with 88 marks and Nathan Jones won his class with 86 marks, singing the test piece that was set for his class, Sea Fever by John Ireland. So Nathan too had just a matter of hours to get himself into competing for Sheffield Plate mode, as you might say, and he was back on stage tonight. So congratulations to Nathan Jones earning his place. And as I say, we'll listen to all the Sheffield Plate finalists on when sundown goes to the Guild for 3 hours. The first 3 hours of the programme, 9 to midnight, will be all, but as many performances as I can pack in. The Sheffield Plate, the Cleveland Medal Test, and lots of the performances from tomorrow's concert, the festival's finest, in the Villa Marina tomorrow night. If you've ever thought, well, I wonder if I'd like the festival, or I wonder what it's all about, well, the best way to get a real taste for it is to come to the concert tomorrow. Well, it's not a concert, it's a variety show, it really is. It starts with a rock and pop band that they won the Battle of the Bands last Friday night. There will be choirs, spoken word, brass quartet, an operatic solo. There'll be some string instruments. There'll be Evan, the winner of the Sheffield Plate, will be singing again. The winner of the action songs class, that was brilliant, they'll be there. There'll be modern dance, character study. Marilyn will be singing her comic song again. There'll be Manx dialect, piano solo. Now, how about that for a night's entertainment? Starts at 7:30 tomorrow night in the Villa Marina. Just come along. Nobody will be turned away. We'll find you a seat. And it's very professionally organised. Jack Divers and Mandy Griffin will be comparing it, and I'm quite sure there'll be a bit of fun along the way. There certainly has been in the last couple of years, because this is, I think, the 3rd year that we've had that concert, the variety show, I should say, to finish off the festival. I think it's a very good change of plan. So if you can come along, join us 7:30 tomorrow night. You can pay at the door. I think it's £10 the tickets. I was talking to Lisa Kreisky about this. I'm sure it is. I'll just double check that. But I think it is £10 and a great night's entertainment. We would love to see you. Now, I said I had a lovely duet for you, and indeed I have. This was how we started business this morning in the Royal Hall, with a duet class for school years 7 to 13. And we had some lovely voices singing for us here. Class winners were Rhiannon Mellor and Hannah Clinton. They won the class with 86 marks, and their choice was Evening Prayer by Humperdinck. Their accompanist is Frank Woolley. This is Rhiannon Mellor and Hannah Clinton.
To sleep, 14 angels watch to keep, to stand here beside me, to stand there to guide me, to on my right hand, my right and my left hand. sweetly sing to our garlands twinkle and string me with roses as my soul reposes. But will not hesitate with me when dawn at last will wake me.
Congratulations to duet winners. That was Rhiannon Mellor and Hannah Clinton, accompanied by Frank Woolley. Well, I promised you... Oh, by the way, the price for the concert on Saturday night, tomorrow night, the festival's finest, it is £10. I just double-checked that. £10 for adults, but £5 if you're fortunate enough to be under 18. So under 18's £5, £10 for adults. Now, I promised you that I would play the other performance that gained 90 marks in the songs from the shows last night. And that went to Simon Fletcher. Matt Creer was the winner of the class, and Simon, with his equal mark of 90, was declared the most entertaining performance. Incidentally, can I just mention that brilliant result for two people who are great supporters of the Guild, and the adjudicator singled them out when giving them the marks and saying that they just chose songs that suited them so well. And in joint second place we had Ari Isinger with 89 marks for singing The Impossible Dream from The Man of La Mancha, and also sharing second place Michael Corkill, and he also sang Gethsemane from Jesus Christ Superstar and was awarded 89 marks. Michael is on stage now singing for the Cleveland Medal Test. So will this be his year? But certainly a great result from the musicals class. So here he is, the man who got 90 marks and gave what was declared by Penny Price Jones, the adjudicator, as the most entertaining performance, with a song from the producers. The song is Betrayed. It's Simon Fletcher accompanied by Gareth Moore.
Manx Radio's coverage of the Manx Music Festival is brought to you by SpectrumWindows.im.
Hey, Bialystok. Postcard for you.
Postcard? From where?
Brazil.
Brazil? Who do I know in Brazil? Why am I asking you? Dear Max, Rio is everything you said it was and more. Ula and I think of you every chance we get. In the morning, when we have breakfast on our terrace, many different herring. And in the evening, when we samba together in the moonlight. Sorry, must run. Ula's waiting. It's almost 11. Wish you were here. Leo! Just like Cain and Abel, you pulled a sneak attack. I thought that we were brothers, then you stabbed me in the back. Betrayed. Oh boy, I'm so betrayed. Like Samson and Delilah, your love began to fade. I'm crying in the Huskow, you're in Rio getting laid. Betrayed. Let's face it, I'm betrayed. Boy, have I been taken. Boy, I'm so forsaken. I should have seen what came to pass. I should have known to watch my ass. I feel like Othello. Everything is lost. Leo is Liago. Max is double-crossed. I'm so dismayed. Did I mention I'm betrayed? I used to be the king, but now I am the fool. A captain without a ship, a rabbi without a shul. Now I'm about to go to jail. There's no one who will pay my bail. I have no one who I can cry to, no one I can say goodbye to. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm going down here. I'm going down for the last time. I see my whole life flashing before my eyes. I see a weathered old farmhouse with a white picket fence. I'm running through fields of alfalfa with my collie Rex. Rex, stop my mama. I see mama on the back porch, wearing a worn but clean gingham gown. And I hear her calling out to me, Alvin, don't forget your chores. The wood needs a cordon and the cows need a milking. Alvin, Alvin. Wait a minute. My name's not Alvin. That's not my life. Somebody else's life is flashing before my eyes. What the hell is that about? I'm not a hillbilly. I grew up in the Bronx. Leo's taken everything. Even my past. My past's a dying ember. But wait, now I remember. How did it begin? He walked into my office with his cockamamie scheme. You can make more money with a flop than with a hit. We can do it. We can do it. I can't do it. We can do it. I can't do it. Goodbye, Max. Oh, Lord, I want that money. I'm back, Max. Come on, Leo, we can do it. Step one, find the play. See it, smell it, touch it, kiss it. Hello, Mr. Leekend. Good down, hop, hop, good down, hop, hop. Adolf Elizabeth Hitler. Good down, hop, hop, good down, hop, hop. Step two, hire the director. Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it two feet, get turn, turn, get turn. Ooh-la, ooh, wah, 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 wah. Step three, raise the money. Along came the alley. Intermission. Step four, hire all the actors. A wandering minstrel, I think of shreds. Next, the little wooden boy. Next, that's our Hitler opening night. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Break a leg, I broke my leg. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. A surprise smash. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. It'll run for years. Where did we go right? Where did we go right? Give me them books, you dirty fraudster. Give me them books, you dirty hustler. Books, liar, books, liar, books, liar, books, liar. Lousy fruit, kill the actors. Did you ever eat with one? Then you ran to Rio and you're safely out of reach. And behind these bars you'll bang Ula on the beach. Just like Julius Caesar was betrayed by Brutus, who'd think an accountant would turn out to be my Judas. I'm so dismayed. Is this how I'm repaid? To be betrayed.
Betrayed from the producers. That was Simon Fletcher, and it was declared the most entertaining in the songs from the musicals. He was accompanied there by Gareth Moore, and there were some great costumed performances there too. People went to a lot of trouble, and it certainly added to the overall enjoyment. Going to hear a lovely, lovely piece of music now, sung by Sarah Qualtrough, who's had a very good guild, given some fine performances and had lots of success. This is a class-winning one that you're going to listen to in just a moment. But let's just say congratulations to BTC Seniors, who with Colours of the Rainbow had 88 marks and won the group theme for up to school year 6. That's 11-year-olds, isn't it? Reading at sight for adults, congratulations to Mrs. Emily Shillitoe. That's Marilyn Cannell's daughter, who won the class with 87 marks. Well done, Emily. Manx dialect, this produced a lovely result, keeping it in the family. The Manx dialect for up to year 10, 15-year-olds, had a first place with 86 marks for Ori Wilson. And his grandfather, John Cashin, won the next class for Manx dialect for year 11 and over, and he had 88 marks. And in the works of T.E. Brown, it was Anita Cashin who won with 88, and a good friend of mine, Mary Farragher, came second with 86, and she said, "Oh, I don't mind coming in second place to a Cashin." So you can't say fairer than that. But isn't that a happy coincidence there? We've got Anita winning one class, we've got John winning another, and grandson Ori winning yet another with 86. That really is keeping it in the family, isn't it? Let's listen now to Sarah Qualtrough, who is going to sing a leader solo, and this is for years 10 to under 26. We've heard the leader class earlier in the week. We heard that for adult singers, but these are for younger singers, for year 10, for 15s to 26, really. And Sarah won the class. Again, she's accompanied by Frank Woolley, and this is Sarah Qualtrough singing to take a first place. And congratulations to class winner Sarah Qualtrough. She won the leader solo singing a German leader there by Rolf and accompanied by Frank Woolley. And I think we might just have time to have some more music from Balacottia School Choir, who won the Gaelic Choirs class for up to school year 13. Ira na Grenia, which is written by Bob Carswell, arranged for the choir by Katie Lawrence, and means sunrise.
Every
Balacottia School Choir there, and Erin Agrania, written by Bob Coswell, arranged for the choir by Katie Lawrence. And with that, and another song that I'll play for you on Sunday, they won the Gaelic Choir class. And Eric Kelly gave us, as usual, a treat of a selection of music on his electronic keyboard, for which he was awarded 87 marks. And this is how we're going to end today at the Guild. Andy Wint will be along with your Friday Night Late Show. And don't forget that on Sunday night from 9, we'll have 3 hours of not just today, but this week at the Guild. Winning performances. Listen out for the news tomorrow, because we'll have news on news bulletins here on Manx Radio tomorrow of who has won the festival's most prestigious award, the Cleveland Medal Test. I'll also be popping in to the Radio Cafe to have a chat with Kerry. We'll be talking about children's choirs, and I hope I'll be able to persuade one of them to come and sing for us. For now, this is Judith saying thanks for listening. I wish you a very good night. Evi.